Okay. So first of all, how was your day?
It's pretty good and pretty nice.
Yeah, so today is Saturday, so usually it's weekend for students and workers. So how about you? Are you studying or work?
Okay, for me, I'm currently studying and working at the same time. And
Mhm.
especially I'm an English specialization student, and I also support lesson for a young learner
Mhm.
in online. And I also trying to get some free courses for my Telegram channel in order to support
Oh,
my learning development and also I want to help others to get better.
wow, that's great. And now I remember that you also have a Telegram channel. Yeah,
Yes.
once I found it's been a long time ago before we finished our class. So and then I forgot it. So it's good sharing English on Telegram, platform like Telegram. Okay, so since you are also learning and teaching English, so I want to ask you one thing that as your, English teacher, what is the best way to improve speaking skill in your opinion? Because I want to share your insight with my viewers on YouTube.
Okay. For me, I would just say it's like confident is the best tool to use in order to learn English because I was a very introverted person in the past, and I'm also since I'm an introverted person, it's very difficult for me even to speak in Burmese. But one
Oh
more
yeah.
time I have to speak in English, it's very big problem, and I feel like, oh my gosh, especially like it's a foreign language and I don't know how to speak at first. And then I just stay at the corner of the class and just listen to others. But later, I found that if I don't speak English, it won't work. Like I can also improve my speakings, and also it will be a big obstacle in order to improve and develop. So at that time, whether I'm speaking right or wrong, I just speak up and like it's very work, I think.
Well, yes, I love that. Yes, so you mentioned
Yeah,
first, well, confident. Yeah, before,
yes,
if you don't start, then you will never start. Just be, whether
of
you make
course.
mistakes or not. That's one of the best way I also, like it. So yeah, confident. I think that grammar is, really important. I know grammar is also important to, speaking correctly and accurately, but do you think grammar is a vital role to improve speaking?
Of course, it relates to speaking, but the only thing I accept is that like at first we just need to speak whether the grammar is correct or wrong. But later you have to take care of grammar in order to get fluency. And one more thing I like
Oh,
to put in is that consistency is also important
oh
because it
yeah.
depends on my experience. Sometimes, like I feel very lazy and I just want to lie in my bed and scrolling my phone. At that time, I
Mm-hmm.
don't study or I don't even listen to some English podcasts. But when the day becomes more and more getting such day, like
Mm-hmm.
my brain doesn't work, and like I also free. I also feel very nervous in order
Mm-hmm.
to speak in English. But
Yeah.
like at that time, I found that, oh my gosh, only the courage or confidence doesn't put
Mm-hmm.
you to speak in English. Consistency it's also important. At that
Mm-hmm.
time, like when I'm very busy or tired, I at least try to remember or say some point in English out
Mm-hmm.
loud,
Yeah.
or like even I use app like Duolingo in order to
Yeah.
keep in touch with
Yeah.
English.
Yeah. It's a famous
And also,
out.
yes, of course. So and one more thing is we're talking about grammar. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
because like uh although it's very like some people may think like grammar is not very important in order to speak
Mhm.
English, but first it relate to other first key. If you don't understand grammar very well, like for example, we have to talk about our let it be we have to talk about our past experience. Like at that
Mhm.
time we have to use past tense, right? If
Mhm.
you don't
Yeah.
know grammar, you can just
Mhm.
use like I go to zoo,
Yeah.
and the person, the listener will think that, oh, she go to school. Maybe that might be her habit or something like that.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
can be pain, right?
Yeah, so grammar is still important. I mean, in some way. But I think, in the very beginning, I mean, the start of the journey of learning English, if learners of English put too much attention on grammar, and that can make them, you know, feel nervous to speak. They are afraid of making mistakes. But in the middle of the study, I mean, when they start speaking and they are getting fluency, at the time they should focus on grammar. Like you said, instead of saying, I went to the market yesterday, if they say, I go to the market. So it's like a habit. So they need to check their grammar in the middle of the studying, but don't focus too much on in the beginning, because it might prevent them speaking confidently. So yeah, grammar is still important, but don't focus too much on making mistake or grammar. So yeah, no, I agree with you. So second thing you mentioned is consistency, right? Yeah, grammar is also important. So can you share a little bit about how you start, learning English as student?
Okay. For me, like it depends on my friends. Like, first of all, I just want to learn something new, and most of my friends are speaking in English at the time. Like, I feel like, oh, I want to speak like them, and I think it can get a better opportunity in order to get a high position. And
Mm-hmm,
then,
yeah.
like, for me, in order to be honest, I would just say, I didn't take any paid class before.
Oh,
I
yeah.
only joined some free class, like we have met in a
Yeah,
class, right?
yeah,
And
in
also,
Jammu.
I
Yeah.
trying to, of course, and also I trying to study by myself. Like it like it can make me feel better, and I can see my progress. I'm not talking about not to take any
Mm-hmm.
classes like that, but
Yeah, yeah,
I just
yeah.
want
Understand,
to
yeah.
focus on your mindset. I just want to
Mm-hmm.
focus on our mindset. Like, uh, my friends are attending so special class or some popular classes at that time. I feel like, oh, should I attend like that? Because I don't see any progress and I can't even speak in English, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, it's not. It depends on you. Like nowadays the price of the class are very high, and
Yeah.
like some of the students may get struggle in order to attend. It's not a big problem. It depends on you. And also YouTube channel like you
Yeah.
also share English, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It can also give us the opportunity to learn from many sources.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I agree with you. Yeah, if we can get free resources, free materials to learn, what types of language you want to learn, and YouTube is it's like a treasure hoard for every learners of English. Mm, yeah, but in my opinion, I also think that we also need to engage with others. I mean, if you can attend the class, that's great. But if you cannot afford to attend the class, and it's really great, you can stay learn languages, using platforms like YouTube or Duolingo, and there's so many English learning apps, right? Yeah, so that I have often seen that learners of English asking classes, even to me, teacher, do you have classes? When will you open it? I am not good at pronunciation. I have a problem with vocabulary. I see a lot of students like this, and others teachers post as well, and they want to attend classes. The one good thing about taking classes is that you can speak with, you can have conversation with, students and also with the teachers. But if you cannot afford it, you can just practice with ChatGPT and also join a club. Like there's are many, English speaking club on Sunday and Saturday, whether even I remember one thing, Episodan app. Whether I'm not sure whether you use it or not. Episodan.
I think I've tried it before, and maybe it gives some premium features, and I just deleted.
Oh, really? I'm still using it, and some of the speaking partner asked me, since your English is good, why you're joining? Since you're English teacher, why you're joining this app? So I said, whether teacher or student, doesn't matter. What's the matter is we're learning
Yes.
second language. We need to speak foreign language every day. So this is the community where I can speak English with others. And another thing is that I can learn from students what kind of mistake they make and what is their weakness and what's their strength. So I have learned so many things that students are really keen on taking classes in order to be able to, speak confidently or fluently. So like you said, if we can't afford the strict, opportunity to learn English on YouTube. So yeah.
Yes.
So yeah. So I, okay. So what would be the hardest part for you to learn English in terms of grammar, pronunciation, and yeah, and also vocabulary? This is the last question, so just take your time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would say the hardest part of me is that listening because I used to get a small knowledge of vocab and
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't work me very well like since you and also the pronunciation because in speaking like we can also hear we can hear many accent, right?
Yeah,
At
yeah,
that time, for me as a Burmese person, we can just only pronounce it freely and in a Burmese way. But for
yeah.
listening, at that time, they also use linking sound or something like short sound or something like that. At that time, like oh, what is he talking about? Oh my God, I missed that part or something like that, and also message, and I can get any message at first,
Mm-hmm.
but later I try to listen to English as much as I can and
Mm-hmm.
it works better than I guess.
Oh, yeah. So
And one thing I would
listening.
like to
Yeah, yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah.
listening
I think you have
works.
question for me. Yeah.
Okay, another question. I just appreciate and I just agree with you because you said teacher also need to learn, right?
Yeah.
Before.
Yes,
I have
definitely.
read that part on Facebook. One of the authors said, like, if you are a good learner, you can be a good teacher because if you stop learning, you can't be
Mm-hmm.
teacher anymore. Yes, because since we are a language in a language community, we have to,
Yeah.
language is like constantly changing, depends on the culture and the like trends. So we have
Mm-hmm.
to learn new and new in language industry, right? So
Yes,
that's a
definitely.
great thing.
Yeah, I'm so happy to hear your insight, and so you're very lively and also you're teaching English like me, even though I haven't talk any, I haven't opened a in-person class. Busy creating contents and upload it on YouTube and TikTok. But you are teaching in person, right?
Actually, I just teach in person with my cousin and my siblings, but on online, I teach all kinds of students.
Okay, so which platform do you mostly use to? I know you teach from Zoom, right? On Zoom. Yeah.
Yes.
So my question, which platform do you use the most to share English, Telegram or TikTok or YouTube? That's what I mean, yeah.
Oh, okay. I mostly share it on TikTok and Telegram because we don't need VPN on that app.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
main reason.
Okay, so thank you so much, sister, for coming, and that will be very useful for my viewer. I mean, your insight is really useful and helpful. I just got a question actually. What do you think about learning idiom? And because some people say that uh, even the students are learning idiom, but they forgot to use or they don't use it. What's your opinion on learning idiom? Is it necessary or not?
I think it maybe depends on us.
Mm-hmm.
If we are if we just learn idiom in order to connect with people from online and just want to talk with the friends. But
Mm-hmm.
if we're working in a industry like teaching or like working with colleagues, at the time we can use idiom all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But oh, it's necessary for X idiom is, but I think it will be a great opportunity if we know lots of idiom, especially when we're watching YouTube and
Mm-hmm.
TikToks or English movie. It will be helpful.
So your main point is whether you use it or not, we still need to learn in order to understand what others say, right? Because when you speak with me and it's okay, you don't use idiom, but what if I use idiom? You need to understand. So yeah, I also
Yes.
think this way. And also, in my opinion, I mean, we should learn idiom, which is common and useful. What kind of idiom native speaker especially use these days, and we should pick and learn. Otherwise, I have books, many books about idioms in my bookshelf, and when I, flick the pages, it makes me feel, down at too many. There's a too many, and then I learned one thing about learning idioms or phrases. But just pick the common one and then try to use it. At the end of the day, whether you use it or not, if when someone or your speaking partner uses, you need to understand it. Yeah.
Of course, it's the main one. Since you mentioned phrasal verb, it's also very important because in the past I've made mistakes about some phrasal verb. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what that word exactly is, but like I just get wrong meaning based on
Yeah.
that. Oh, I just only look at the verb, not the phrasal verb, and all the things are messed up
Yeah.
like that.
Just adding, adverbs or preposition after, main verb, change the whole meaning. The meaning is changed completely.
Think about many things, right?
Mm-hmm. That's why most learners feel down and give up. The more we learn, the more we know that we don't know. Okay,
Of
I
course.
don't know that. I haven't known yet. For example, like, running out of time. It's already 30 minutes, so we should wrap up. And thank you
Okay.
so much for coming and sharing your insights. And I'm going to see you in the future. Yeah, thank you, sis.
Okay. I'm also very happy to be a guest of your channel and thank you for
Okay,
inviting
okay.
me as a guest.
Have a nice
See you
day, sis.
later.
Yeah.
Okay, sis. Thank you.